Welcome to Gen Z Hoops, the Gen Z basketball, coaching, and sports business show. On this podcast, you'll learn from professional players, coaches, and executives from all over the world and see the court in a brand new way. And now, joining you courtside, your Gen Z host, John Hartofilis.
Hey, Paris, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing this morning?
Doing great. Really happy to have you on. And it's just funny, connecting with you and your great story. And I obviously can't wait to talk all about it because it's just crazy how this basketball world works and all this stuff going on. Yeah. To get started, one thing I thought was really interesting reading up on you, and we obviously do our homework here, was your passion for art growing up in Germany way back when. And I know it's going to take you back a long time, and everyone's going to think, okay, this guy's a hooper. We're going to talk about basketball the whole time. But I want to know what that beginning was like growing up in Germany.
Crazy.
When all that stuff started. Like, we do our homework here. I told you.
I got you. Shoot, that's an easy question. My oldest sister, man, she's an artist as well, but she can draw too. And my dad, he always taught me how to draw Spider-Man, Spawn growing up and stuff, but she taught me how to draw portraits. And then I was like 6 years old, living in Kaiserslautern in Germany, Ramstein Air Force Base. All six of us, I was the youngest in the house, like always. And yeah, man, just things were happening, good and bad, just all around us in Germany. And John just cleared my mind as a kid to just keep me happy. I'm drawing things that, oh, wow, that looks like that. That looks like that, you know what I'm saying? And then it brought me and her closer because I just met her. Long story made short, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's weird you brought that up. Like, I've had a lot of interviews and stuff, bro. No one has talked about nothing from Germany.
It's part of your story. It's part of your story, man. People probably don't ask you about this either, but what coming to the States, I mean, like you mentioned, right, living in some these bases and stuff. What was that kind of like in terms of you finding your passion in basketball then?
Well, honestly, I was watching Kobe since I was really 2, 3, living in Japan, Okinawa. So come to the States for basketball, it was just easy. It was like a normal transition. And thank God I was all skinny and long. So I'm that new kid, 8 years old in San Antonio, Texas. Everybody short little Mexicans and stuff. So like, oh, let's pick him up, you know what I'm saying? And then that's how we all just fell in love with basketball, you know what I'm saying? Like naturally, growing up, I was on B team my whole life from 7th grade to freshman, played JV. Everybody knows the story, you know what I'm saying? So it was just basketball part was pretty easy, but just transitioning from straight All-Americans, it was different because in Germany, it was high school, middle school, and elementary all together, you know what I'm saying? So I came right to America where, okay, I'm riding the bus with only third graders. I'm 7 years old, riding with seniors, middle schoolers, you know what I'm saying? Seeing all type of things in Germany on the bus. I'm like, whoa, come to America, it's here, drugs free, blah, blah, don't do that. I'm like, whoa, I'm 7 years old, seeing crazy things, you know what I'm saying? So it was a whole different culture shock because just from Japanese to Germany to America, it was different. But honestly, I had a close friend growing up named Jalen Morgan and Marcus King, and they helped me, you know what I'm saying, adapt to the culture and stuff. And to this day, we still close, you know what I'm saying? Me, them, Torian Prince, we all still close to this day.
Well, that's so cool. And then obviously, I also didn't know that about Germany, about how that's kind of how the school system works. Or
yeah,
just the fact
that's how I was back then when I was there.
Oh, crazy. You're in the States, right? You're kind of with kids your own age. Maybe not at first, right? Having that learning curve of getting used to everything. What did it look like maybe for you as you got older and maybe you're a junior, senior, college is right around the corner? What was happening there once you got into it?
So honestly, I grew up a real religious person in a real religious household. My mom, she's a Jehovah's Witness, and I was an unbaptized publisher, about to be baptized, and I was 16 years old, and our team, we was about to go to state, and I was talking about my mom and dad, but especially my mom, because it was Paris, you gotta choose baptism or basketball, you know what I'm saying? And it was just, honestly, I didn't choose yet. We went state, and then I had some potential confidence, okay, I can go to college for free, you know what I'm saying, for a free scholarship, so why not just do basketball? It worked out for me because God knows how strong me and his bond is regardless.
Oh, definitely. That's so important, right? And that religious background, I know it's guided you throughout your entire life. When it comes to college, starting off at a community college for 2 years, going then to Jackson State University, there's so much to unpack there, and it's what makes your story unique. What did that start look like for you? Because that's something that a lot of maybe listeners to the show are going to go through themselves or be influenced by.
Well, honestly, my JUCO story was different. Like I said, coming out of high school, long story made short, senior year, had no offers, had no colleges. But me and my boy Marcus King went to a camp here in San Diego, California, at a gym called Alliance University, and I play my TBL games here now. So that's pretty dope. That's weird. Talking about it now. Yeah. Sorry about that. So went to a camp there, went crazy there. No D1 schools offered me. No one offered me, but a D2 JUCO all the way in Iowa. They offered me. Me and my dad flew out, had a little visit. My first 2 shots were air balls. My dad cussed me out in front of everybody. I said, Dad, chill. Like everything's good. Calm down. Chill, you know what I'm saying? But thank God I picked it up. Coach saw how I played, and then Coach signed me. The first year, my wrist had a red shirt. And then second year, God bless all of us, you know what I'm saying? I was a freshman just on a real good team, second lead scorer, led us all the way to the Final Four, made nationals, JUCO. Then I had like 30 to 40 Division I schools that had high interest and about 20 plus D1 offers. And I told Jackson State to go there with my JUCO coach, Ben Walker, you know what I'm saying? And then history's already made from there.
Definitely. And that's what I love about that is that, right, maybe you don't have all the offers in the world coming out of high school, but you grinded through it and made that possible. And that's maybe a lot of people get caught. Everyone gets caught up in that, is like having offers right away, getting on overtime. And I mean, maybe more now.
Yeah, because it's the hype, especially in California and like Chicago and Texas, the big major cities. The hype just makes all the kids think that, okay, since I play pickup with a guy that played for Providence or a guy that played for the Bulls, I can have a chance to actually play in this league. Like, no, don't forget the hype. You have to know actual basketball and have an IQ for certain levels, because each level of events, it's dudes that played at Duke averaged 18, 19, went overseas averaging 9, 8 points, you know what I'm saying? But they get signed because their name, you know what I'm saying? That goes overlooked just because he's at Duke. Like, it's so many stories just because as a kid, like, man, okay, I can join the hype too. Let me do a video with people who's known, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays, it's about not only who you know, but it's about working to where you're trying to get to. If you don't work for it, it's not going to come that easy.
100%. So then once you got to Jackson State, I mean, what did that process like for you in making yourself known, maybe coming from where you were and proving it to where right after school, right, you're getting workouts with NBA teams? Like, how did that happen?
Well, honestly, that happened because the coaching staff for Jackson State, my dad obviously, like always, but the coaching staff for Jackson State, and especially my head coach, Coach Brent, just making me the man who I am today. You know what I'm saying? Just staying on me, going to class. Like, long story made short, a story that goes untold is how Coach just thought me for certain games just because I didn't go to class. And then Maryland came. I'm big head. I thought he gonna start me and stuff. Coach benched me. The Maryland crowd, all 10,000 fans, we want Paris, chanting that. And my dad behind the bench just shaking his head. I'm on the bench crying on TV as a senior and stuff. And Coach told me after the game, Paris, I told you don't go to class, dog. You go play, dog. And like them making me a man is what had my blessings come after, because I will say it was hard to just constantly listen to people who I felt like didn't have my best interest, because I was young and immature. So I was like, man, everything he's doing is to hurt me. But really, it was just make me the man and father who I am today. And that coaching staff is how his connections and stuff. He won't ever say, but I know he got some connections that got me them workouts for the Rockets and other teams, because I know how teams work. You got to call the head coach for your college first, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that coaching staff the whole entire time, staying on my butt in class to just keep me becoming a better person.
You keep on mentioning all these mentors, right? Your dad, your coaches. I mean, how important was that for you? And so many people might have to take notes and realize that you have to find those mentors for yourself, and maybe fixing those mistakes you made when you were younger, and making you the man you are today.
Man, honestly, because I have a mentor who died last year named Master J, and he helped me. The New York Knicks didn't trick me. It was a guy who was trying to act like he worked for them, and then thank God my dad had connections with the New York Knicks actual GM, and then he confirmed, like, sorry, Sterling Collins, for having you Paris here, but didn't have no official workout for y'all, so sorry about that. And then I was bawling crying. I met Master J, man, going to a theater. That's a long story, but me and him got close, and we had a story about me and him going to meet up, and he died. Like, he just died from COVID. You know, since he died, I've just learned, just with mentors, you got to not only appreciate them, but they're mentors because their story wasn't told. You got to help try to get their stories out, because they're mentors for a reason. They're not about to come at you in a cocky way. And they're definitely not going to tell you, oh, Paris, you're in the NBA now. Can you go ahead and broadcast? No, like they're going to, you know what I'm saying, be a mentor. So it's like, no, like if I got a way to help change the world through my mentors, and especially my mom and my dad and my family, my siblings, oh, I'm going to do that. Using basketball to open other doors.
Definitely. Kind of on that same topic of mentorship, right? Then you're a mentor to people coming behind you, right? Whether it's your son or maybe people that are trying to follow that path. So what's that kind of been like for you in taking those lessons and applying them in yourself for those coming after you?
I kind of like try to have like a split personality with it, because if you try to be too much of a mentor, then you kind of become robotic, kind of try to be age 50 years old at 20, just want to work the easy way, make money the easy way, and just stay home conservative. It's like, man, try to change the world with your youth. Like, it's a lot of people who got no limbs, no arms, can't see, can't read, who would love to just get up and do more, not just be mad about things that we should all be grateful to have, you know, for real, including myself, you know what I'm saying? So, like, back to me, I try to just show the world to just keep constantly fighting, keep constantly staying strong and constantly praying, no matter what you do, no matter if you don't even believe in God, pray to something. Because if you're praying to something, God know that your mind's in the right spot, at least trying to progress in a positive way, trying to make everybody positive consumers, you know what I'm saying? Not just say that, I'm trying to actually make it a way of living, because it's so much negativity in this world, man. So many negative vibes, so many negative people, so many things that just try to bring you down when you're here to bring people up, you know?
That's what it's all about. And now that, right, having those lessons and kind of being able to kind of progress with knowing all that. Progression is huge, and right, being able to do all that. I mean, what did it look like for you maybe after that Rockets workout and navigating to say, okay, there's the G League, there's TBT, there's TBL, there's all these other things to do. Like, that must have been crazy.
Yeah, because like I said, back to the hype. Coming from an HBCU, when you play versus Ohio State, Oregon, and you're smashing them, giving it 20 plus, like, okay, I'm gonna go to the NBA and go ahead and do the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? The NBA, I don't care if a guy came from Howard College, he's in the NBA. They're built and their IQ is at a whole nother level. It's unreal. And like at my Rockets workout, I was the lowest, you know what I'm saying, D1 player. And Mike D'Antoni and the GM even said that I had the highest performance there. But off the court, I had so much maturity to do. And I didn't see it until I had my son that same year. And like, I talked to people for Rockets after stuff, and like, you know what I'm saying, we all understood why it didn't work out, but in reality, I knew why. I was so immature just back in the day. I was posting too much, doing too much. I was just too reckless, you know what I'm saying? Trying to wear jewelry. I was wearing real jewelry, $20,000, $15,000 worth, not no fake jewelry they were trying to give you and stuff to wear. Like, no, I was wearing real jewelry, you know what I'm saying? Now I realized, okay, what's they got to prove? You showing the world that you got all the money in the world, you know? So, yeah, just maturity.
Of course. I mean, maturing to that point, being the number 1 overall pick in the first ever African FIBA league in Cape Verde, like, obviously there was the story of maybe just, did you know you're going to be the number 1 pick when it happened? Like, I mean, because I've seen a lot of the reaction videos. It looked like your family was pretty excited. So I don't know.
Yeah, so that story, it's some things that go behind the scenes that, you know what I'm saying, they just can't say, but it felt like a My Player movie, because I haven't played NBA 2K in about 3 or 4 years, and that's my boy Marcus King, but I just don't play video games because I'm always on the go, you know what I'm saying? But so that story, it felt like a My Player story, the one you watch, how behind the scenes, they warn you before, and then the actual main guy, like Antonio, calls you like, hey, man, it's going to happen. I was like, hold on. I'm not going to one so shoot before everything happened. I call my mom and dad, call my best friend Kiara, call my brother. I said, hold on. I think I'm going to go on one, y'all. And then I said, man, if y'all ain't watching the draft, watch that now, you know what I'm saying? And everybody finally did that. And then on FaceTime, I can't lie. At first, when I was watching it, like, I didn't think that he's going to say Paris college number 1, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think that. And then once he said it, and I heard my mom, my dad, do you? I was like, okay, I'm going to go crazy too. My brother was in a shotgun. Pookie shook his hand. My son was in the back seat eating some Doritos. He's looking at me like nothing happening, you know what I'm saying? And then I was driving to a TBL game. The next day, though, because I had a game that day, you know what I'm saying? So the next day, I fell asleep, woke up, and it hit me like, damn, like, all the pain, everything I went through, like, this is just the start of a whole new beginning. Like I never knew that can happen again. I didn't know. I thought that only happened with children. or families. Now, I didn't know it could happen with dreams because some dreams feel like it's so out of reach no matter how hard you try, So like, damn, I reached this dream, shit. What more can I reach then? If I work harder, how further can I get? Now I know, okay, I'm here now. Let me just stay,
No, 100%, and that's such an important thing to kind of realize is how do you stay there, and once you get that opportunity, how do you keep it going? I mean, tell us a little bit about the league. Like, when does it start? What can we kind of expect to see there?
Okay, so it starts July 1st. Our first game is July 1st. That's my birthday month. Our last game was like the week of my birthday week, July 26th, and then it's a pretty fun league. It's gonna be big, big size. This is the bubble, but next year it's obviously the actual season, how it goes for all other leagues, how I did for Mexico League, Chihuahua, how I did for the G League last year, but Legends released me. The most fun thing about this league is this. There's so many things, so many people that's involved that no one has no idea about. So once they start showing their faces and once everything starts coming together around the second week of July, it's going to be amazing. We got some big media photo days in Philadelphia, June 5th. People can tune in to fly to Philadelphia for that and let y'all know, obviously, like it's going to be a real fun league. I can't wait to play in it. They're paying me more than any other leagues paid me in Egypt, paid me for TBL, paid me in Mexico. So, hey, if you want to make money, the reason, hey, come to Praia. But for me, it's not. That's why I'm coming to Praia. But if you just need money like that, oh yeah, Praia's official. They're gonna pay you, and they're gonna do everything through them. Not have you fly yourself out, have you drive yourself out. No, it's official.
That's fun, and I obviously can't wait to watch you there. And for listeners that don't know, maybe some things about you, you're 6'4" with a 7'4" wingspan, single game record for steals with 11 in TBL. I mean, it's going to be exciting. Definitely watching you in this new league, and I'll definitely we'll have to talk offline about how I can find ways to stream it or whatever that might be.
Oh, I can't wait
because I'll be tuning in for sure. In terms of like, what do you think your role is going to be on this new team? And in terms of like, have you been talking with the coach, your teammates, kind of trying to get ingratiated with? Probably going to happen really fast, but I mean, what's that going to look like?
Yeah, well, honestly, my role is pretty simple. Come here, lead the team to a championship, whatever way. And like I told them before everything started at the first combine in LA, it's games I'm gonna have 10 games, I'm gonna have 40 games, I'm gonna have 15, but like more other things involved. Because what I feel like what the team needs. So if we're up by 15 or 10 points, I'm not that guy. Okay, my wingman just scored 8 straight points, so I'm gonna come down and try to get mine in one-on-one. No, I'm gonna try to set him up, find him. I know basketball, you know what I'm saying, but like my goal is to come here and do whatever the team need for me to win. Come off the bench as the first pick, that's fine, because I don't mind giving the bench energy so we can finish the game strong, how I do for my TBL team. So there's really, like I said, just anything to win a championship. But they hope for me to do a lot, which I want. I want a lot and more, so keep it coming.
That's definitely the mentality to have, and I'm so excited to see that all happen. Where can our listeners maybe follow you on Instagram, learn more about you, and kind of watch the story as it unfolds?
Man, like honestly, this is a whole new journey for me, man. Like my whole life I've been an underdog. I've been the lowest, treated like the lowest, and now it's going to change because thank God of pride and people involved in it. All I want to say is anybody that knows me, if you feel like I'm changing in a way, let me know. Cause I ain't trying to be that guy that get on top and become a whole new person. Like, nah, let me know, because I have God in my life pretty strong, stronger than a lot of other people. So I know I'm gonna do my best to not change in the wrong ways. But if I start doing this, let me know. I'm a father, got a son to show how to lead people in a way, in positive ways. Ignore the hate, ignore the negativity, ignore the darkness, ignore the pain. Focus on what you have, your family. The family's there. My family is who I am today. My family, period. All my siblings, all my parents, all my cousins.
Definitely. Do you want to plug your socials too? I kind of just dropped that in there.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Shit.
Yeah, you can throw
yeah. Follow me on social media at official Paris Collins Instagram. My Twitter, I just made it. I haven't made a tweet yet at all. I've never made a tweet my whole life. I want to now. It's called Call Me Karma, CALLM5 Karma, and my Facebook, Paris Collins.
Don't forget the LinkedIn though. That's how we met. So that's obviously
no.
LinkedIn's my biggest.
LinkedIn is how all this started, but LinkedIn would change everybody's world if you actually get LinkedIn. Like, don't just overlook it. Get a LinkedIn to start connections like this, lifelong connections that can actually produce you and whoever you're bonding with's career and family's life forever, because this is about to shock the world. We only going to just be getting more bigger in a more positive way.
Thanks for listening to Gen Z Hoops. Make sure to follow, like, and subscribe on Instagram, LinkedIn, and all major social media platforms at Gen Z Hoops. You can tune in and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and every other podcast platform on the planet. Get ready for the next episode.